And everyone's saying, yes, Baba, you tell her to stop this bad habit. And then afterwards, 2 hours afterwards, when he's leaving, he calls us and says, don't listen to anyone. Continue cooking as you were always doing.
One day, at Tadepilligudam, I was curious. Baba was in the guest house. He has given accommodation in the travelers' bungalow. It was night, 7 o'clock, I think. Night 7 or something. He had to go to a program nearby, about 40 miles from Tadepilligudam to Penugonda. In the night he has to go. Program was fixed at early morning 2 o'clock. And he has to complete the program, come to Tadepilligudam and perform his 60th birthday. That is, in a grand scale it was celebrated at Tadepilligudam. 60th, Sashtiputi we call it. 60th birthday of Avtar.
60.
60th birthday. That was celebrated in the year 1954. At 7 o'clock, he came out from his room. And Eruch followed. And he was walking. I thought where he was going. He left the guest house, travelers' bungalow, and he was going inside. From where he was going, I do not know. I had the curiosity to follow him. But instructions are not to in and around travelers' bungalow, we should not be there. But how can we follow him? We cannot follow. But somehow, I had in mind to follow and what Baba would do. That was a curiosity in me in that time. Then he turned at me. He looked back and he saw me. Why are you like that? He was indicating. Why are you coming like that? He tells me like that. His gesture. I went back. Then after some time, I went back. Then I stood and saw him again. I tried to see him. He was going. But he was going a little distance farther and farther. His pink coat not appearing to me. Only his white sadra is appearing to me. Only his white. And after some distance, his white sadra also not appearing to me. Only his thin legs, this portion only. After some distance, again I saw him. I tried to see him. Then, no appearance. Completely disappeared. Then I closed my eyes. Then I opened my eyes. Then I tried to see him. Then again his physical body. Like aura, this, that. I could not see that. Such a long distance. Yet, that light and all, the flood of light and all, I could not see that. I could not bear that. So I began running and came to my place. Early morning, not early morning, prior to his leaving of Penugonda at about 12:30, we were asked to keep awake that night, entire night. We were given some pills and acid, some pills, white pills, to keep us awake with some tea. Tea also, yes sir, he has given us. Tea also. And don't sleep, those are the instructions. At that time, he kept with us Dr. Deshmukh and one Pandoma of this place. Nagar, I think, Pandoma, some old man. And 1 or 2 lovers and few of us. Then Eruch called me. What did you do? Then Baba was coming to, I'll go and come.
The episode of a lover of Meher Baba who had come to him to live with him, and then Baba gave him certain orders and all that, and he said, no, that's not spirituality. Did I tell you that story before? Huh? You see, there was a certain Baba lover who used to come to Baba, a young businessman, doing nice business, flourishing business and all that. He was not very old, he was not even middle-aged, you may call it. Flourishing businessman is early 30s. So he used to come to Baba. He had a good voice and he would sing and regale Baba with bhajans and all that. A Brahmin. And Baba was pleased with him. Time and again he would come because he was not living far away from this place. One day he comes, and it was just, I think at the time before we started for New Life, he comes and he falls at Baba's feet. As usual, he would have a darshan of Baba and all that. And then this time, instead of sitting quietly and listening to his discourse or something like that, he pleads to Baba now. He says, Baba, it is enough. I want to be by your side, live with you. And I would like to realize God myself. So Baba says, wonderful. Why? What's the matter with you? Why are you leaving your business so soon? Are you fed up? Is there any loss in the business or anything of the sort? Because nobody turns to this sort of way of life when one is flourishing. He says, no, everything is all right. I have had enough of all this. I have got wealth, I have got business, I have got my own house and everything is fine with me. But I feel a great, tremendous urge that now I should leave everything and just be with you, live with you and pass my days obeying you and all that. This is Baba says, if you want to live with me, then you must obey me. He says, yes, I know it. I have been coming here, I have been hearing many things that you have said, I will obey. He says, no, obey. It's not an easy thing for you to obey and live with me and all that. You just think over it and then determine whether you want to obey. So after some time, again Baba turned to him and says, well, what have you decided? He says, I have determined to obey you and I want to live with you. I want to leave that world and begin this new world and obey you. So Baba says, I am very happy with your decision. One rare person does that, you see. Well, he was a Brahmin. And so, when he did that, then Baba says, well, I am very happy. But then you'll have to obey me. He says, yes, Baba. So he says, all right. Now, as you are determined to obey, I am giving you orders. So Baba said, you don't eat non-vegetarian food? So he says, no, I am a Brahmin, Baba. So my first order is that you have to, from now on, you should eat anything and everything. And most especially meat, fish, fowl and all that. Yes, Baba. Hesitated. Naturally, it is a terrible shock for him. He is in search of spirituality, and here the avatar is giving him this instruction. Have you heard this story before?
No.
It's a very good thing for you all to know. So then says, all right, Baba. Yes, Baba. Says, are you in the habit of drinking? Says, no. Says, then next order, this order number 2 is that I want you to indulge in drinks. Alcohol, hard liquor, not just sweet wine or anything. Hard liquor, whiskey, brandy and all that sort of thing. And indulge. Yeah, not too much, but drink. Means full freedom of food and drinks. But Baba, he had an excuse now. But Baba, there is prohibition. What can I do? I can't have it. Oh yes, Baba, as if he did not know. Says, yeah, what you say is right. Then he looked here and there and all that. And I think Merji was there, or somebody there, or Nariman. Baba says, you all have drinks, isn't it? I have permitted you all to have it. He says, yes, Baba. we have a little drink every night because that's how the doctor wants us to. He says, can you get a permit for it? He says, yes. Anybody who is above 18 years or 20 years, what was the limit was there? How much was it? 18, you can apply and you get it. So can you get it for him, a permit? He says, yes, we'll get it. So Baba says, that problem is solved of yours. So, yeah. So you'll get the permit. Don't worry about that, you see. Worry about obeying me. Says, all right, Baba. Very hesitatingly, because he's a Brahmin, he has never... Brahmins don't want even to touch a tomato, because it looks like liver. And beetroot, beetroot?
Yes, beetroot.
Yeah, red thing.
Yes.
They never even touch, they don't want to look at it. But his love for Baba was such that, hesitatingly. And then, the third one was the most shocking. And Baba says, I know that you are a bachelor. He says, yes, Baba. But I want you to lead a very free life. And it won't matter, I want you to visit brothels and all that sort of thing. But Baba, I'm really serious. Now he thinks that Baba is playing with him. Because his mind and his thinking process and the concept of spirituality naturally is traditional. Anybody who is trying to head towards the spiritual path would want to get away from it, right in the opposite direction, and Baba is leading him through this. So he cannot understand, so he believes, not thinks, that Baba is playing with him, and he has seen Baba joking with us and all the Mandali and all that. When he sees that an old woman says, what you should do is get married to that woman. He would say that to us. You see, likewise, he would, yes, jokingly. So he used to come every now and then. So he preached to Baba, I'm really serious. I want to lead a life of spirituality and to be at your feet and realize my true self. Please bless me with that. Allow me to be near you. So Baba says, do you think that I am joking with you? I am serious. I want you to have no restriction on diet, have no restriction on your intake of alcohol. And I want you to visit brothels every now and then. Be free with women, you see. No, but Baba, please, take me in your fold, allow me to be with you and all that. He says, yeah, you have to obey my orders if you want to. No, Baba, please, please. And then there is that debate and tussle going on. And Baba says, I'm serious. And he says that, no, Baba, you're fooling with us, you're playing with us like kids, And no, Baba says, I'm serious. And it went on for 5-10 minutes like that. After a while, again he turns. What have you thought now? My orders are there, you have to do that. But Baba, please take me seriously. I really want to be on the spiritual path and all that. And Baba then, through exasperation, turns to me, because I was the interpreter, I remember still. He says, look, I'm giving God, that was the sign for God, you see, Baba. I'm giving God on a silver, gold platter, a plate, with food, drinks, wine, women, and everything, and it's not in his... I'm giving God on a platter, gold platter.
Gold plate.
Yeah. Wanting him there, and it is not in his fortune. And to my mind, I still remember, it appears, what a fool he is. Baba doesn't ask us such things, we would jump for it. And why does he allow it? Why does he do like that, you see? Who would refuse God, you see, if such conditions are there? I seriously tell you. Now see what happens, see how the story develops. Because of sanskaras. See, this is how it is. So what happens is, that, well, he's all the time telling Baba to be serious, and Baba says, I am serious, and he's saying, no, Baba, don't play with me, I am really serious, be serious with me and all. So Baba just leaves him aside, and then again he engages himself with some other conversation amongst the Mandali who are there. It's just before New Life, mind you, we are setting out for New Life and all that. In 48, it was middle of 48, say about, summer of 48 we are there. It was at Mehrabad it took place, that interview. Then what happened was, well, after some time, Baba says, all right, you don't like this, you don't like to have these orders, He says, no Baba, I would like you to be serious with me. He says, don't say about that. You don't like the order. I'm serious with you. But you don't like the, you know singing, He says, yes Baba, I have good voice. Baba says, I know, I have heard your good voice. You see. And so now all right, forget about it all. Forget, he says. Now here, now take these orders. Will it be possible for you to visit all the places of pilgrimage on foot? He says, yes, Baba. You see, that's the traditional concept of spirituality. Yes, Baba. All right. So then I want you to go on a certain date, leave your business and all in somebody's hand and go out on a pilgrimage. He says, yes, Baba. But on foot, mind you, no train or anything of the sort. On foot. Yeah. And don't eat anywhere except food that you get in begging. Vegetarian food. Yes, Baba, can you do that? Will you beg? He was a flourishing businessman. He says, yes, I will. Don't touch money, don't touch women. He says, yes, Baba. He is very happy now that Baba is serious now. He thinks Baba is serious now. This is now simple orders. First and foremost, entrust your business in somebody's hands and go out on pilgrimage, on foot, everywhere. And sing. Bhajan, you? Says, yes. I have got ektari, I'll sing and all that. Very good. And beg for your food. Don't touch money, don't touch women. Is it all right? Will it be possible? He says, yes, Baba. I'm happy. I will do it 100%. Baba says, I'm very happy. All right, go. Now do it. So he was sent away immediately. No staying there that day. So he goes. Very happy, he's delighted and all that. And we have completely forgotten. People come like that and people go. We have forgotten. Years have passed by. We went then for new life. We were wandering and all that and all that. And then we returned. After that, Baba wanted to go to the States and I came to Andra with Pendu and myself. You remember that? Yeah, 1952. Yes. So we were sent out in this country because I didn't want to go with Baba to the States. You know that story where Baba says, get out from here and all that. Yeah. So that episode. So I'm going out now. With Pendu, I'm there. So I'm going from one place to another in the country and all that. And when I go out, I had forgotten about it. But when I reached that particular town of the place from where the man hailed, all of a sudden, while I'm talking there was a crowd there. I'm talking, the one who had received us, who was our host, all of a sudden I get a thought.
About him.
About that man. So I say, has that person returned from his pilgrimage? So he says, yes, I'll tell you later on. You continue with your talk. He whispers to me. And I said, has he returned or not? What has happened? 2 years have passed by for that. So I'll tell you, you continue. It seems he's embarrassed or something like that. So I continue. I got myself embarrassed because I'm asking a simple question. You said yes or no. But my mind is such. But my mind is such that it is all the more excited about it. It's incited now to put further questions. After a little while, after 10 minutes of that talk, again I cannot resist. I said, but what's the matter? Has he returned or not? He says, please don't talk about him, I'll tell you later on. Because I named the person and I asked him. I was surprised. I said, what's the matter with these people? He was a nice person. He was one of the Baba lovers and all. So after the talk is over, people have gone, we have to pass the day there. So I asked him, I said, what's the matter with you? Why did you not tell him what has happened to him? He says, don't you know? Don't you know? I said, what should I know? That's why I'm asking. If I had known, I wouldn't have asked. He says, don't talk to him, don't talk about him, don't make a mention of him in society. I said, what happened? What's the matter? He says, you have no idea what has happened. He went on the pilgrimage, he returned, but he is leading a debaucherous life now. Life of a debauch. means wretched life. You know, he being a Brahmin, he is eating meat, flesh and all everything. There's a feast every day in his house because there's no dearth of money. He has plenty of money. And he drinks also. Because they don't know what the drama that I am now, it's all the thing is coming back to my mind. It's all coming back to my, and it is like he visits brothel and he has become a wretched person. And we have excommunicated him. We can't accept him as Baba lover in our group, and even the society has rejected him. Oh, I said. For him it was a tragedy. For me too it is a tragedy. Of course our Baba lover is there, but they don't want even to take his name. So it struck me at that time. I still remember that had he said, even said superficially, yes Baba, I'll accept, I'll do whatever you tell me. All those sanskaras that were in him, latent would have been, taken out, would have been burned. Yeah. But it's the effect of the sanskara that Baba, through his infinite kindness and compassion, is obviously giving all these erratic orders for him, but then it was through great compassion for his lover that he wanted to uproot, eradicate all that.
Mandali Hall, Mirazad, October 22nd, 1981.
No cupboards or anything of the sort. All no pictures, nothing of the sort. Simple bare thing. Formerly it was a stable, and then he made it his visiting place, his office. That's how it is. See how the windows.
Is that the alphabet board that you use all the time?
Yeah. That type. It's not the board.
Not the board.
But there were quite a few.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, did he use that one at one time?
Yeah, sometime.
And the bronze feet, were they?
No, afterwards. The bronze feet are nothing but cast from a life-size statue that was created in Andra, south of India.
Oh, that's my favorite.
The picture of Baba. Yeah.
Not the picture of Baba here. I mean, besides all the pictures of Baba, this is my favorite. The reincarnation picture.
The chart.
I told Mansouri, I told her that I had that picture in my living room. And she laughed. She thought it was funny. She said, I have a few pictures of Baba, not as many, but that one and the one where my favorite is where he leans over and touches the water. The water's like just barely dripping over. Something special. Of course, there's something special about him all.
This is the last picture of Baba. No, that one. That.
One to the left?
Yeah, see how he's seated there 40 days before he passed away. Go close and see how fuzzy it is.
40 days?
40 days before he passed away.
And that was the last one that was made?
The last one.
Who was here?
Yeah.
He's sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
Did you used to have any pictures of him? No. No pictures of him when he was alive here? That's what I was curious about.
One thing we had, this picture was at the time of Baba. Baba made us put it there when Lynn sent it. This portrait.
Right.
Okay? This portrait was there. Okay? Somebody, we don't know who sent it. That portrait there was there, that with Baba saying silence.
So
Nothing.
So the only things over there were paintings?
No portraits were here, except one big picture was here, as big as that, but it had somebody's imagination was there. The one who had photographed, or the artist had a halo around Baba's head. That's all. One, two, 3, and 4 pictures. The pictures are there. We didn't have any clocks.
Not this clock?
No, this was brought in 1969 from Guru Prasad.
You didn't have a clock?
No. We had a timepiece. This clock was there at Guru Prasad with Baba.
Oh.
So in 1969, Baba couldn't go there naturally. He had dropped his body. So in 1969, summer when we went there to Guru Prasad, we brought it here. We brought this clock, we brought this dining hall chair of Baba.
No carpets?
Carpets were here. Baba's original carpet was there.
But these...
No, these were not here.
But
Except
this-
this was here.
Oh,
This
that was
layer,
there?
yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have these setranjis also. They were made later.
What do you call them?
Setranji.
Setrangi.
That chair was there, but that came at a very later stage. These, the stools were not there. That stool, we have a different stool that was there. It's not the one. But that blue basin and the pot that is there, that they are typical of Baba, because at the time when Baba would want us to participate in his prayer, he would wash his hands with that water pot that is there inside. You know that little pot that is there, which is now like a vase. So that was water pot, and that is the basin we used to hold underneath for him to wash his hands, splash water on his face. Barbara, you're leaving tomorrow?
Tonight.
Then why don't you speak out, ask these things?
I have so many questions.
Then do so. Why not? What harm is there? Come on. One after the other. Just fire. Say that I'm facing the firing squad.
How do I bring Baba home?
Pardon?
How do you, I think the hardest questions for me are really practical ones, like
Yeah.
just what kind of, how do you bring Baba into your life in every facet? He's everywhere. How do you bring him in the type of food you serve, the way you relate to your friends, the way you do your work, the way you choose to stay healthy, the way you, just everything in life. That's the hardest. I've lately been kind of confused, and sometimes I
Come
feel
here.
easier about it.
Come here. Be comfortable. First and foremost is most important is to be comfortable so that he remains comfortable in you. If you are uncomfortable, he is uncomfortable. You know that. You know that?
No.
Yeah.
That sounds good though.
Yeah. Because he resides in you. He is there. So he wants you to keep him constantly with you where he is. He adorns your heart. Inadvertently, you don't know anything, you are not aware of it. But his place is your heart. You drive him out because of the strangers that are there. He says he's very shy of the strangers. And who are the strangers? Your pursuits, your desires, your anguish, all these things are there, which drive him out from there. So what is needed is that no Herculean effort is needed. All that you have to bring him in your life is, you dress, you go before a mirror and you just try to dress well and all that, and have a good hairdo and all that. Put on your bangle and say that, will that be presentable for him? Will he be pleased with me? You follow? The first thing. Yeah. Prior to that, when you get up, for the first thing that you are starting the life now, for the day, live from day to day only. If you are living real life that you want to live, bring him in your everyday life, then live for the day. That's all. When you go to sleep, dedicate yourself to him and just repose on his lap. And that's all, that you go back to him. Sound sleep is your original state. Unfortunately, he needs, at the time, complete consciousness, but you become unconscious. Otherwise, that's your original state, that's realization. You follow? So,
No, why is it realization?
it's your sound sleep state, as Baba says, is the original state. What is lacking is your consciousness.
Yes, right.
Complete and full consciousness, you lose there at the time. You are unaware about it. So what he wants is, the last thing that you have to do is to dedicate yourself. All your strength, all your weaknesses, you just lay them unburdened at his feet. Say, Baba, Now I repose in you, and you repose in me, and go to sleep. Remember him, or just repeat his name once, twice, thrice, 7 times, as long. Go to sleep. That's all. When you get up for the first thing that you do is, Baba, you have given me another day and another life. All right, let it be totally dedicated to you for the whole day. May I live in you and you be with me. That's how you begin the day. Remember him. And then when you are washing and brushing your teeth, or when you are going to the toilet, remember him. Keep him always in your life. Remember him. While you feel fresh and all that, says, oh, what a good thing to feel fresh for him. Then you dress up, eat breakfast. It will be too. The thing is that in order that you should have him all throughout your life during the day, is that you should know his likes and dislikes, what he wanted, how he wanted us to live. Not how he wants us to live, how we would want him to be happy in us. That should be your motto. So what were his likes? Did he like coffee? Did he like tea? Should I have coffee today? Baba, let us have a change today. Let's go to coffee today. We'll have a change, Baba. So like that, you see, you keep him as your constant companion. Morsel of food that you are taking, remember him. He's the one who is giving. He's the one who is taking. You dress for him, you live for him, you go out, think of him. When you sit around, have a smile for the others. Make Baba happy with your smile in others. Like that. So that's how you should live. When you are, say, working, you have, what work do you do?
I do technical illustrating.
Yeah, illustrating.
Yeah.
While illustrating, think of him also. Yeah. Should I bring something of Baba in it? What should I do? Just be there. Give thoughts like that. Flash thoughts towards him.
Yeah, pretty bad. Like where I work, it's really hard to work hard because everybody around you is kind of upset and talking and sometimes I think my work is to be kind to them and to be with them.
That's good.
As they are, but it means not doing my work
No.
sometimes. I mean, it means conflict. I find it means a conflict for me, and I wonder,
But why should there be
I do one
conflict?
thing and then I just know it's the wrong thing. I do the other thing and it's the wrong thing.
Why is the wrong thing? When do you think that it's the wrong thing? When you leave him totally from your day-to-day life, day-to-day chores, constantly think of him, remember him, keep him as your company. There are people around you who are sad, garlic-faced. Okay, let them be so. Just think about Baba. Think about Baba. Baba, when will you come in their life? Make them aware of you. So that counts also for those people around you. Not that you should have a garlic face because you are with them. That won't help them. Think about them. Think of Baba and tell Baba, Baba, when will you be with them? When will you make them see and aware what is the right thing? You want a good smile from us all, not a garlic face. Make them aware of that, Baba. And smile at these people. Smile. Tell them something to make them smile. Give a joke. Do this or do that. If you are free from your work, or engross yourself in work. While you are engrossed also, engross yourself in such a way that you bring Baba into your pencil or whatever pen you use or whatever you do. So bring him there all the time. Sometimes doodle there Baba's face or something like that. Do that. When you are very upset with your environment, think of him. Leave everything and just think of him for a minute or two, and everything will be ventilated. Clean air will be there. All the time, if you try to go to a party, also take him with you. Do you know there was a film as a youngster? I had seen a film called Harvey.
Harvey.
Yeah.
But the rabbit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Have you seen that?
Oh, yes.
All right. Remember always that he is your Harvey.
Oh, yes.
Let people think
Companion.
whatever, yeah. Keep him as your Harvey, you see. Sit with him, talk to him, be with him. All that. It was such a good picture.
Yeah.
This is how he wants us to lead our life. Give him the first place. Remember him at the time when you're sitting. Yes, Baba. Not in the beginning it will be just making up, kidding yourself. Then gradually that kidding will become significant to you. For others it will be kidding yourself. But you have to begin with kidding yourself, and then that kidding becomes significant to you.
Yeah.
You follow?
Yes.
And then the last stage is that significant kidding can manifest him. You'll see him. You'll feel his presence. You will see him, and so forth. So that's how we have to lead our life. The simple way. Not anything to do with intellect, nothing to do with highest type of philosophy or anything. Simple. There's no philosophy, no intellect is needed for it. All that it needs is that your heart needs to steal your mind.
Steal.
Not still.
Steal.
Steal. Steal means
Take.
take, yeah. Steal them. Steal the mind. So the mind will not bother you. It will be, your heart will be always focusing on him. So that's how you live your day-to-day life. Your career also, in your career, while you sit in the commuters or in a train or in the bus or in a cab or anything like that, give him the first place. Give him the place of preference all the time. Kid yourself. Begin like that and see what happens. What is the result? Don't you sincerely pray sometimes?
Oh yeah.
Pray to whom?
Baba.
How do you do that? Where is he? Don't you kid the...
Just talk to him.
Yeah.
Like you said.
So that's how it is. Yeah, like he's there, you say.
Yeah.
No? So that's how it is. Like he's there. He is there. So you do it. And never, never, never in your life, what will they think? What will they feel about who the hell these people are? You see. It is your personal relationship with Baba. Have nothing to do with the world. Why, you don't care for what people think about you and about Baba. You're having Baba with you by your side. Have nothing to do with them. Don't be conscious, don't be wary about it. What will they think? What will they see? Will they think that I'm crazy or something like that? Nothing to do with them. It's your personal, it's your most personal thing. Never share anything of that sort with others also. Just keep it in your heart, keep it with you.
When do you share Baba though? I do make a point of not sharing Baba because he's so special. You never want to
Why should you
throw
share?
him out in conversation that's not...
No, but what happens is, this way, this is your personal relationship. Don't share this personal relationship with others. But then share him with others, share his words with others, share his life with others, you see, life stories and all that. That you can share. But your personal relationship, you don't make a tom-tom of your beloved, you see. That, well, I love him and I do this and I kiss him and this is how I hold him and this is I do. And you don't say these things, you see, in the public. It's your personal relationship with your beloved. But naturally, sometimes you'll describe his handsomeness, his good qualities, his smile and all that. That you can describe. You follow? Yeah. That's how you can share it that way. All right. What other question? Why did you put this here?
This here?
Huh?
So it's just so I can see Baba. It's like
Oh,
Leslie.
Leslie
so I
did it.
could be like Leslie. It's a good place.
See how it is? It fascinates. But when people see, why did you put that? It's all right. I love it. But in our heart of heart, we know that there is one more point to remember him, to think of him. But we others ask, well, I love this way. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah. Who is he, by the way? Well, he's Meher Baba. What is that? What's that? Meher Baba, who is he? Well, he's very special to me. Oh. What do you mean by special? Well, a special person. What is that? Is he still alive? Well, he's not dead. So where is he living? Well, he has passed away. Passed away? That means he's dead? No, he doesn't die. That's how you share, you see. Share him. That you can say. But your personal relationship with him need not be shared. You follow?
I have a question about. To me, I have so many yearnings to live a life that's more to my heart's delight, sort of. Just one where you're able to give things to people, and one where you're able to communicate in a way you understand that isn't so quick and always so bright and intelligent that I don't even know what's going on, and just and really help people, and I mostly in my life feel so selfish and single, just lonely. I want to say lonely, but it's only out of selfishness that I sort of travel around and do what I have to do, and I have so many pretty pictures of what Baba sees, what I know to be beauty, because I know Baba. And yet I can't, wanting them just feels selfish, you know. And making them real seems impossible. It just seems like I'm on the other side of a glass in the real world somewhere else. I mean, the one that Baba could let us live in and grow in and stuff.
Whatever way of life you are leading, be natural. Don't become unnatural. If your natural aptitude is to live the way that you are living now, live that natural life. Don't try to emulate anybody else, you know. Don't try to live like Gary, or don't try to live like Leslie or like Marie or anything like that. But live your own life. But live with him. They are so happy. They smile all the time. Sometimes they are so sad. And what should I do? Should I emulate them? Should I be like them? Nothing of that sort. Just Baba says, live your natural life. To be natural as you are is most godly. That's what he has said to us. If you are morose, if you are sad, well, never mind. But let that sadness be directed towards him. When will I have him? When will I see him? When will I see his smile? Let that, develop sadness because of the lack of vision about him. Use that sadness. Use your loneliness to be always with him. That is helpful. Because there are many people who are outgoing, and they don't find time to be with themselves sometimes. That's also a bane, that's also against them. There are many people who are tired about that. They want to be with themselves, but they don't get an opportunity to be with themselves. So they are striving for that, how to get away from there. But now you have been blessed like that, so make the best of it. Be with him. Why want to be like others? Never. Be as you are. And he is with you also. He is with her, he is with him, he is with them and all that. That doesn't mean that because you are not like them, therefore you don't have him. He can have him as you are. That's what he is in you. Always remember that. What he is in you, you are. He wants it to be like that. He wants And therefore, the reflection that you see in the image, the image that you see of yourself, oh, I feel myself so selfish. I don't want to have anything to do with the people around me. I would like to go about places just to keep myself aloof, because he wants it to be so. All right, Baba, you want it to be so? All right, I'll keep you happy in that. But you be with me. That sort of relationship you should develop between you and him. And that will give you a better outlook in life, will keep you in smiles all the time. What else?
Now I'm going to digest that and I'll
And,
be back.
and another thing is that important thing for you, Barbara, is that try to find out ways and means, what pleased him, what is the things that he liked. So go through the literature, find out his ways. So that's another delightful way. Then you can remember him so often in many ways. You have a picture of both the sides, of the daytime, darkness and the light, and also of the twilight and all that when he is. He is the twilight, he is the sunrise, he is the sunset, all these different phases of the day. You are going to live for the day, isn't it? So you must know how to live with him. So how he was at sunrise, how he was at sunset, how he was at the twilight, how he is at midday. So see, you'll get it from, you'll find out his ways from howsoever they be and all that. I said, no, this is not an extraordinary exhibit. This is an exhibit not of extraordinary personality, but he must be God, because it's the attributes of God that are being exhibited here. So that's how eventually my stubborn, stupid mind accepted him as one who says he is. Through his attributes, through the attributes of God. Otherwise it was not possible. No amount of my being with him or anything of the sort. But it is his compassion which he exercised and allowed me to be close to him. And these attributes I saw manifested there. You might ask me now, give me instances of the attributes. What was it? Why? What do you mean by his infinite compassion? What do you mean by his infinite charity and all that? So, but my tongue is tied.
But your narration of the events in the process or in the gradual course in the life to come is very fine.